Hello, welcome to another episode of Off the Cuff with Cliff. Today I'm with my co-host Sheba. Though you might not have seen Sheba in a couple because she's been busy with her own business. But Sheba, thanks for doing the show again today. How are you?
Thanks for having me, Cliff. I'm
Great.
having a great day so far.
What do you want to talk about today, Sheba?
I'd like to talk about shopping locally.
Okay, great. And by the way, we are live today. We sent the invites out. If you're there, just pop yourself in here. If you got any questions, just type them in there. We'll put them up on the screen and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So what are we going to talk about today? Shopping local. So shopping local is a big topic, right?
Yeah.
So you have a small business, I have a small business, and a lot of times people don't shop local for a number of reasons, but why would people want to shop local?
I personally love shopping locally because I would rather funnel the money back into my own community.
Okay.
And I love supporting small businesses and grassroots organizations.
And most people don't realize this, but the large companies aren't the ones supporting your little league team, your soccer
Correct.
teams. It's all the local people.
Yes.
And so these big companies don't make those types of donations. But if, to your point, it's all about community, right?
It's all about community. That's what it always boils down to.
We go through these towns and you see all these vacant retail spaces, and people don't understand why they're that way. We got 12 viewers already today. Thank you for joining us. Anybody else that signs up, we appreciate you coming on. If you got any questions, we'd be happy to. So I got a question for the audience. Why don't we ask them, why don't people shop local? Do you have a reason why you don't shop local? Because one of the things that I know is people, my friends, say, oh, yeah, I'm going to see you. Thank you. Congratulations. And they
Right.
don't even show up for the
And they
ribbon
don't
cutting,
show
right?
up. Yeah.
That's something. But I'm very curious from the audience if whether or not they've actually gone shopping local and what stops them.
Well,
Here we
here's
go.
one.
Okay,
The
so
problem is Karen from Westchester, PA says the problem is there is often no warranty.
that's a good point.
That's a good point.
But again, warranty is very important. But I guess it really depends on what you're doing.
Right. It depends on the product. I'm thinking warranty would be electronics and
Right.
things like that. You could still actually shop at a local mom and pop appliance store and get a manufacturer's
That's a good
warranty.
point. That's definitely a good point. And then what I don't like sometimes is when I go to the big box stores. So you go to a Best Buy or something. I'm sorry, I shouldn't mention any brands because we don't get money from them, but they're already. But you go there and you buy something, and the next thing they want to do is they want to sell you an extended warranty.
Yes. Yeah.
Why would you want an extended warranty?
Yeah. Here's my thing. The reason why you're going to get an extended warranty is because they know that after 2 years, you pay for the warranty, and at 2 years and 6 months, it's going to break.
My feelings exactly.
Right? So
My
I never
feelings
buy
exactly. Can we go off the cuff for a second?
Sure.
I'm going to mention a name, and again, I don't like doing this, but I think in order for you to understand really my point is, do you remember a company called Maytag? I don't even know if it's still around.
Yeah, I remember Maytag.
So Maytag, when it first came out, and again, I'm showing my age a little bit, their whole thing was you never need a serviceman. So because their equipment, their washers, their dryers lasted so long, they said you were saving money in having repairs. Okay. But then when you go and you get it, and I'll never forget this, my mom went to go buy a Maytag dryer. And when she went to go buy the dryer, and we were not well off, and she went to buy this Maytag dryer, and the salesman said to her, would you like to purchase a warranty? You know what my mom said? You told me it's never going to break. I don't need a warranty. She didn't buy that dryer.
Oh,
she left. She left. So warranties are there, and you have these limited warranties, right?
Yeah.
So Lisa, what is a warranty to you? And if you think it's important, that's fine. But as Sheba mentioned, sometimes you can buy something local and they have warranty on the products.
They still have product warranties. Manufacturers often these days, these giant manufacturers, they have to have some sort of a timeline warranty. But again, don't be fooled. I am a firm believer that those warranties are timed.
Have you ever read a warranty?
I have, and there are so many exclusions.
Exclusions, exactly.
And then you have to jump through hoops, and then they say, well, you didn't register it when you bought it, and you didn't give us the ID number, and then you're just like, oh, forget it, I'll just go buy a new one.
Or you buy something, you take it home, it's got a postcard you got to mail in. Who takes the time to sit down and fill out that postcard and send it? Do you?
I don't.
I don't think I
Now they even try and make it easier, and they give you the QR code. Even
Yes.
that's a pain in the neck.
Yes.
I don't want to do that either.
Technology, right? So they
Yes.
take technology and they throw it
Yeah.
in there. But up, we're up to 47 viewers. Things are getting good. Again,
Great.
if anybody's got any questions, just type the question in and we'd really appreciate it. Okay, here's somebody. Lisa, she lives in Lancaster, California. She just started a small business but can't get locals to purchase. Do you have any suggestions?
Lisa, I would say get involved in your community, and it doesn't always have to be pitching your business, because as I have learned from someone that I respect very much, people will always do business with those that they know and trust.
Right.
So you need to actually not sell your business as much as you need to sell yourself. And when you become known as a name in your community, people will start buying from you, checking you out, say, who's this person all about? And I would say go to events, go to vendor events, go to shows. I don't know if you're service or product based, but go to networking events, put your product in raffles, local school raffles. I used to do that when I started out, and I still donate to a ton of local things. Become a member of your community.
And that's definitely a good point. And so my mantra is what you know is important, who you know is more important, who knows what you know is most important. At the when you're out there and you're trying to sell yourself, people are buying you. They're not buying the product. If they know they can trust you, they're going to support you. But to Sheba's point, you need to put yourself out there. And so sometimes people, okay, she sells candles. So candles is something that, okay, so from the first person, I forgot the name of the first person that was talking to. I'm sorry, I got a bad memory. But this person sells candles. There's no warranty with candles. Do you ever get a warranty with candles?
No. So that doesn't even apply.
Doesn't even apply.
Yeah.
One of the things, Lisa, I think you're up against is you're selling a low price product, but it's something everybody likes. But again, as Sheba mentioned, candles. I have candles all over my house. I don't know what we have them for. I think we're waiting for the storm of the century to come. Some people buy candles because they like the
scent. Yeah. And we know the big giant of candles that begins with a Y that I won't mention, right? But I would much rather get a candle from someone locally because, again, maybe the quality is the same and maybe I'm paying a little bit more, but I would much rather support a small business. And again, candles, this is an easy product. It's small, it's portable. Do events, do fundraisers, make tiny candles, make tea light versions of your scents and give them out for free as samples. And put your business logo on the bottom.
Or a business card or something like that.
And that'll draw people, but I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah. Candles, it seems like it's probably something that some people might buy, some people might not buy. But at the end of the day, it's about putting yourself out there and going to networking events. And I think we should talk about that on another show, Sheba. I think people are afraid of networking events. They're afraid of putting themselves out there and be vulnerable.
That was me. So, I'm a reformed.
So yeah, put yourself out there, Lisa, and see what happens. And get people to talk about you. Somebody might not want your product. In your case, it happens to be candles. But if people know that you sell candles, you never know. Somebody else might be saying, oh, I'm having a party or I'm having something like this. And candles, you're getting ready for the holidays. Come up with the holiday scent stuff. And another thing to consider is maybe there's something you could package with it, right?
Yeah. One thing that you just said, maybe they don't want candles, but maybe they'll buy it as a gift because they like Lisa. And so they'll buy it for someone else. And then add something with the candle. Maybe, I don't know, like a cute little candle. What are the things that they call that put the candle out? Or
oh, that quick thing whatever.
Just add something with it that's cute and fun.
Yeah, that's all. And again,
just get creative.
And another thing too, and I tell this to people all the time, is when you're selling something to somebody, ask them why they're purchasing it from you. And what else? If I sold you this, maybe it's soap, maybe it's something else, maybe it's a perfume, maybe but talk to people and give people what they want. I think the problem today with a lot of small businesses is you're so engaged in and involved in it that your ego is keeping you going with something that doesn't really make sense. And it could just be a matter of packaging. It could be a matter of just putting it out there and letting people know what's going on. Oh, Dan from Akron, Ohio is just saying, thank you for talking about this. Dan, thanks for the acknowledgement. But yeah, this is something I think everybody needs to talk about. more importantly, you have to think community, right? You
Yes.
have to think, because how many sports are your children in?
Oh gosh, I have 3 kids, 5 among the 3.
5 among the 3, right? And you have to pay for registration,
I
and you
do.
have to pay for the uniform.
Yes.
And so all of this money that you're laying out, just think about it. If you do something local, and where's the first place that people come to? I opened businesses. I used to own restaurants. And before the restaurant was open and it was under construction, people were coming to me already for donations.
Right.
And
Right.
I want to be part of the community, but many times I've given donations to a lot of organizations that didn't even shop with me, didn't even
Yes.
come to me,
Yes.
but they knew I was a nice guy and that I would give them something.
Yeah.
So again, it goes back to, I think that no one can trust. Up, we're up to 82 people. Thank you for joining us. For those of you that haven't seen us, and Lisa, I just realized it's 9:46 where we are on the East Coast. So thank you for being on it, Lisa, because you're 6 o'clock in the
We're
morning, so you're
6.
obviously an
Yeah.
early bird. But Lisa, we appreciate you. We know you've been on our other shows, and we definitely appreciate your support.
When it comes to local shopping, Cliff, I've read this a few times, and I'm sure some of you have. It says that when you support a small business, you're supporting someone getting their kid a new baseball glove, or taking their wife out for an anniversary dinner. Like, you're supporting
Yeah.
people's local lives. You're not fueling the jet for the CEO.
No.
You're talking about just people among your community that you live and work with, and that's who you're supporting, and that's got to make you feel good. There's a farmers market here at Bellworks every Wednesday, and I was telling Cliff that I brought my kids and I spent $40 on cookies.
But you don't mind paying more for
But I
local.
didn't mind because I love these vendors. They're sweet people. Then we walked over and we bought doggy biscuits for our dog, and I saw a guy that makes these beautiful cutting boards.
Sure.
And I can go get a cutting board at a big box store. I bought a couple, and he's going to engrave them with initials, and I'm going to give them out as gifts. And it's a nice feeling, and it's nice when you receive a local gift because you know that there was, love and care and attention
little bit
poured
different, right?
into it. So it's a little more intimate.
And it might not be perfect, right?
But I think that's part of
It's authentic.
I think it's part of the
Yeah,
authenticity.
it's authentic. It's genuine, right?
Yeah.
And Shiva brings up a good point too. And I probably haven't given enough thought to that until she said it. But really, yeah, I am supporting a family. I'm supporting somebody that's local, right? I'm supporting somebody so their kid, or they can pay for their children's registration for softball or soccer or anything like that. And these people that have these small businesses, I think there's a breakdown, and we'll have a different talk show on this. But there's small business. I think people categorize it wrong. So everybody thinks that a small business is a small shop. I think there's micro businesses too.
Yes.
And micro businesses are never separated out. But those are the people that get up every day, go to work, make sacrifices, and all that stuff to be part of a community, sell a product. So it's very difficult. It's selling candles. This person is at home or doing whatever they're doing for the candles, but that's definitely something that you need to consider on both ends of it. Why would I want to pay more when I can get it cheaper and have it sent to me from Amazon? Ooh, don't know who you are. You
Right.
didn't send a name, but what are your thoughts?
First of all, it's this ties into everything we've been talking about. This is all part of the circle of being part of your community. I would rather pay more for a product that I know someone put some real quality and care into than something that's probably cheap and not made well. Now, on the converse, there are some awesome things that you can get off Amazon that are made well, but I guess this is a personal thing. It's nice to know that you are supporting a local business.
Sure.
It's getting funneled back. It's a circle. Do you want to pay $4 more? In the grand scheme, that $4 for you is not a lot, but for that person, it is.
And if anybody's got any comments or questions, please go ahead and add them. We'll throw them up on the screen. And again, I don't like to talk about brands. I don't want to talk about companies and stuff because they're not paying me. But this person make something that's very significant. They're saying then get it from Amazon. So think about this, right? Amazon is a company that's billions of dollars. It started off selling books. It evolved into what it is today.
Yeah.
COVID hit, and it became very convenient. But you got to remember, here's a company that spends billions of dollars advertising. Their trucks are all over the place.
Yeah.
And Here's something that bothers me. And again, now Amazon, they might cancel my account at this point. They had this Prime membership, right?
Yeah.
So you join this Prime membership for whatever amount of money it was. And in that Prime membership, they gave you movies and stuff, but there were only certain movies that you can get. It wasn't as open as they said they were.
Hmm.
They had books that they gave you a 10% discount on or whatever it was, but it was nice to be part of that club. But over time, do you know what happened? They kept increasing the cost of that Prime.
Right.
And Prime at one time was, if you were a member of Prime, it was next day service.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not next day service. Now at Prime, you get a discount for a delivery, and it's very rare you get a next day service.
Right.
So they have you locked into the habit of ordering from them for
Mm-hmm.
convenience,
Mm-hmm.
and then it comes in, and they have the free. If you don't, you can get clothes and you can try them on. You can send them back. That's wonderful. But these are people that have yachts that have all of
Correct.
this stuff. They have
Correct.
warehouses, stuff like that. Amazon, yes, I think
Right.
Amazon is a good tool and it's convenient for some people, but they spend billions of dollars to give you that convenience. And now your son or daughter wants to play football with their friend Annie or whatever, and Annie's parents can't afford it because they own a small shop.
Right.
You bought
Right.
that
But
point out.
Annie's
It's both
parents
sides.
also might be sponsoring that football team.
That's a good point. I never
Right.
thought of that. So you see how this shopping local is a lot more than that. Show people support.
And I'll end it on this, Cliff, that I'm going to be completely forthright that I balance my Amazon shopping
Okay.
and my local shopping. There are certain things that I can't buy locally, like the ink for my printer, or I don't know, some containers for I want to redo my closet in my bedroom.
Okay.
I'm either going to go to a big box store or I'm going to get it on Amazon. I'll probably order it on Amazon. But when it comes to local baked goods and crafts and handmade items, I'm going to shop local.
Absolutely. And again, this is not a bash on Amazon because I obviously
Right.
use Amazon as well because
We love
sometimes
the
it is
convenience,
it's the convenience of it, and the price is really not
That's
cheaper. And you got to remember, they advertise, they send you things constantly on text messages and stuff like that. So it is very important to realize that this is a big company that's got your habits, they've got everything down.
Mhm.
Sometimes, so what happens now? So if you talk about something, so we'll talk about
Oh, right.
skis, right?
It pops
All
up
of a
on
sudden
your
it just starts
phone.
popping up
Yeah.
about a ski
It-
discount that's
It
going
knows
on.
what you
It
need.
knows what you need, right? It's telling you what you want and what you need. The shop local is a very important thing. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to want to support people and make people survive and thrive. But again, people do business with people they know they can trust. Don't try and sell your product. Sell yourself. It's convenient, right? There's a difference between a one-on-one relationship, even in a small shop. I don't see anybody else here, and our count is dropping down, so I guess people are getting bored. So I think we're going to end it here. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, just this was a good topic. I liked
It's a
it.
good topic.
Yeah.
If you have a topic that you'd like to do or send anything, we're going to obviously ask you to subscribe and watch the next video. But we appreciate you being here today, and we look forward to talking to you again in the future.
Great.
Thank you. Thanks, Sheba.